Hey, what's up? Welcome back to Insanity Films, and this is my story about astral projection. And I tried it over 20 years ago. I was really obsessed with it, and if you want to know the story, make sure you subscribe now, like the video and comment down below, but mostly subscribe please, and share the video after you watch it. So 20 years ago, roughly 20 years ago, because now I'm 42 and I started when I was like 21, something like that, 2021. A friend and I, we were really obsessed with astronomy, ufology, paranormal, and all this crazy stuff. And then I read in a kind of a book the process and a guide how to do astral projection or out-of-body experience. And because I was doing already some meditation, by the way, sorry about the noise, but it's really chaotic outside, the washing machine on, so I'm really sorry about that. I'll try to fix it. And yeah, so I was doing a lot of meditation and all that stuff, and it was super cool. It was really interesting, and all the levels that I could reach by doing meditation. But then I read the guide, I followed all the steps, and I remember that night when I actually succeeded, I remember that I followed all the steps, you know, feel your body, feel the blue light across all your body from the toes to your head, and then your body completely numb. So when your body is numb and your mind is still awake, that's the moment when you feel like you want to get up, literally get out of your body. And I felt something, and I did get up, and in fact I thought, oh, I didn't make it, I'm up, so I don't know, okay, you know, failure. And then I looked back and I saw myself sleeping, I mean in the bed, laying down. And I was like, what? Am I dreaming or something? Is this real? And then I tried to look at my perspective, I mean, and I couldn't see nothing. It was like energy, like light, and not much really, like transparent I would say, but I'm not sure about that because it was 20 years ago, so it's a really faded memory kind of, but I remember the whole experience. I couldn't believe it, and I thought I was tripping, or I was sleeping, I was dreaming, or I was stoned, but I didn't smoke anything. So anyway, so I looked around and I remember I was really super clear. Everything was happening real time. I remember the noises, I remember my room, I lived with my parents, and then I started going around, and I remember going through the wall. Surprisingly, because I didn't have a body, I could have done pretty much whatever I wanted. So first thing I did was I went out, and I remember that I saw the sky, and I felt the fresh air on me. I heard the cars moving, you know, the normal noise. And one thing that I always loved and I always dreamed about is to fly. This is one of the things you can do with astral projection and the out-of-body experience. And then I start floating really, and I was floating around. And the second thing I did was visiting my friend, because we had a deal. If we, you know, succeeded in doing that, we had to go to see, to visit each other. So I did. It was the 9th floor. And I went and I saw him sleeping, and I remember everything around him, and I tried to remember everything. Yeah, that was my experience, and I came back to my body. I don't know how long it lasted, because I think that is space and time, it's kind of changing when you're doing that, so you're not really aware of the time, how much time actually passed. So I went back to my body, because you have the connection, the light thread that connects you, like this connection, so you don't lose yourself. And when I got up, my body was really cold, my heart was super slow, and then I felt like super thirsty, my mouth was really dry. I was like, wow, that was real, because my energy was out of my body, so my body was out of energy, and that makes sense. And it was crazy. I felt really amazing after the experience, and I'm still trying to understand what kind of use you can have by doing that. I think most of the times, mostly it's like flying around, see people and tell them how they were. But I also had other experiences by doing meditation, and I felt out of the world, like out space, but that's just your mind flying around, not your astral body. So I was literally outside in the outer space, and I heard voices I didn't understand properly. It was another language, I'm not sure, I don't know what I heard, but I heard something. And then second time I did the astral projection, I lost myself completely. I think I was flying across the water, like it was the sea, and it was the sun, and then I was so scared that I couldn't come back to my own body, but then I managed to come back, so I don't remember that either. And then after that, because I got scared, I stopped doing it. This is my experience and story with the Astral Projection. I hope you guys like the story, and I actually tried a few days ago to do it again. I was able to feel something that was coming out of my body. I didn't feel my body anymore, but I didn't feel that feeling, that separation. But it was good. I felt and I saw something during that process, so I think I am closer, because in all these 20 years I've tried a few times, but I always fell asleep. I think because the older you get, your mind gets a little bit, I don't know, gets tricked by the thing. If you like the video, please subscribe to my channel. There are more funny videos on it. If you can check them. Some comedy stuff, some film stuff as well. And soon we're gonna make some pranks around London with my team, because now we have a team, Insanity Films. And yeah, please subscribe, like the video, comment and share please, and I'll see you in the next time. And as usual, Insanity Films out!